Some important things you need to know. Number one, the talking heads out there will tell you this bill is all about protecting our children online. This is about protecting them from pedos online. And you'll be like, oh yes, that's a good thing. I want to protect my child from that. But there's a whole bunch of other stuff that's being shoved in behind the bit that you're being told. This basically means that your speech can be policed everywhere, inside your own home, user to user, on WhatsApp, on Signal, on Telegram. Your speech can be spied on, recorded, put through algorithms, and your speech will be policed in every which way. And then the definitions for what you're doing wrong have just been absolutely obliterated to include absolutely everything. So your speech can be legal, but if it's harmful, you will be in trouble. So someone can just decide that what you said was, even though legal, it's harmful. And then that comes with a bunch of penalties and punishments. And the definition is crazy. It's based on harmful as designated by the Secretary of State. So you don't know what it is. It's just plucked out the of the Secretary of State. The Secretary of State only has to have reasonable grounds to believe it's harmful. Reasonable grounds, well, that can be anyone, someone more powerful decides. And then they just have to believe it would be harmful. Just believe. How do you police a belief? And then it might be at risk of having harm to someone else, even if that harm is meant indirectly, even if it's physical or psychological, indirectly, and there was only a risk of it, and someone only had to believe that that's what you were trying to do, and they only have to have reasonable grounds that you were trying to be harmful, even if it was legal in the first place. Do you see? It's a catch-all for everything. You wonder what just happened to Russell Brand. Well, this would be the perfect kind of law for enforcing anything on anyone if it's believed that what you said may have caused some sort of perceived harm to someone. It's kind of a continuation of libel laws that were changed just to be able to take away my family home. There are protections in place for news organisations. So if you're a big news organisation and you will toe the line, you are somewhat protected. But if you're me, if you're an independent vlogger or a blogger or a citizen journalist, there are no protections for you. And of course, in Canada, where the government pays the large organisations, it means that they will keep towing the government line in order to stay protected, whereas we will be utterly thrown to the wolves. And perhaps finally, it's the punishments. The punishments in no way map what is supposed to be a crime based on what someone thinks you may have said that might have been perceived by someone else to caused harm. This is an absolute madness, and this just passed in the UK under the guise of online safety. We can agree, I think, here in the UK, that speech is the new alcohol, and truly, we live in a time of prohibition. Fact check this. Fact check my